welcome to Soul Mechanics, everybody. We are doing our second contact project report with Jeremy Allen, who again is on the front line of this Hurricane Dorian. I do not like that name at all, and I think it speaks to the nature of the situation. I happen to be wearing a Metallica shirt today, which you cannot see. Walk around in the dark. It's the skull, the skull with the bits. Pieces of skull.
Oh, it's a mummified skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from the Justice Tour. No surprise there.
There you go.
Alright, so that's all I needed to know on that front.
Alright, so welcome back, Jeremy. Jeremy is once again taking a trip into the deep end of the psyche with, what are we using this time? LSD?
Same thing. And actually, it's more like the substance brings me back to you. You have to think the inverse, okay? Like, for example, appearances are meant to deceive. Right? Take that at face value.
In a manner,
a lot of times you have to think the inverse of something, or the reverse of something, or really understand what it means.
Jeremy and I were speaking on several topics before we started the interview here via Messenger, and one of which I should like to thank our totally ordinary patron, who's not a spy, for pointing out the UFO groups. We were just talking about that, man.
You know what's really bad? We live in a day and an age where you actually have to make that kind of an announcement, like they're not a spy, this isn't a counter-espionage, because how many times a day do we run into people so odd?
Well, because she is a spy. So.
Well, you know what I'm saying. But the more innocuous you try to look, the more you stand out to me.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm just paranoid anyway, so take that for whatever it's worth.
Well, anyway, we were talking about several topics, one of which you mentioned conversations with God.
Yeah, you're going to have to clean up a little bit on the audio. I can barely hear you. Nope, you're still muffled as hell, man. I don't know what's in front of the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Now you look like a
we were speaking about the book conversations we got. Jeremy wanted me to bring that up in the conversation. Say what? Alright. What were you going about? Yeah, I'm doing an interview on the channel. This is our neighbor, John. You cannot see him because it's too dark, but he says hello.
Hello.
And there are planes, so I apologize for all the noise.
No, just keep going, man. Just keep going. These are distractions. They're meant to happen. Just keep going.
So, we spoke about appearances being meant to deceive, and we also spoke about the world speaking to you. We spoke about what, in the Contact Project, people are referring to as being alien entities, and the actual nature of that. Jeremy says he does not like the term alien. I do, so I think we'll converse.
I understand it's a sexy term, but if you ever, when you meet one or several of us, please do not refer to us in that text or context we don't really appreciate too much.
Okay, well, I
go
think
to too far lengths to appear like everybody else.
We're obviously speaking on two different character profiles here.
Okay, well, I apologize then. I'm going by the stereotypical version, like those faces that we were talking about.
Yeah, the faces.
Stereotypical, very obviously fabricated aspect of all of this.
That's something I wanted to bring up was the last time that I went under, I was in a coma for about a month, and I went into what I call the never, which is like bound to the edges. It's just this.
I know where it's at.
Yeah, he knows. Jeremy's been there before, so we know about.
I live there. No, that's what you don't understand. I don't think. I live there. That is my home.
No, I do understand.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Anybody who is venturing out towards the boundaries, Psychonauts in the Contact Project, who are in fact digging that deep into themselves,
abandon all hope, ye who enter.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not just a turn of phrase. That is a literal warning to anyone wishing to go that far. You better know what you're doing, or you're going to be a resident of Bellevue for the rest of your natural life.
Right, that phrase is very apt. Once you hit that wall, you don't come back. You don't really
There is no wall, but I understand what you mean. It's an illusion. It's meant to deceive. Right, yes, okay. I understand. Sometimes I go a little too far with the accuracy, but some people, it's what they deserve. It's what they need. So it's not against you.
We actually have a thing for that right now, too. I've been bitching at people about the terminology they use on it.
It needs to be exact, okay? Like I think I explained to you last time, I don't really remember that well, but when I talked to you about smelling, what is a smell and how do you cast one? It all comes down to syntax.
Yeah.
Syntax.
And that this is going to be because there are meanings in the words. Like the words are made.
The consequences that you are going to receive as a direct result. I'm not going to mince words with you, Donna. I'm not going to mince words with the people listening to this. They be few in number, but it's quality, not quantity.
Right.
To be specific.
Yes.
To be exact. And I mean, unto your diction, you need to be exact in your verbiage. One wrong move, I'm not kidding you, this is nothing to play with. This is as real as it gets. If you've made it this far, you better start taking it serious, myself included, because we have well past the point of no return.
Yeah.
Or does not even exist any longer.
But yeah, when you're dealing, like, there's going to be a distinct difference we can state between the spell crafting or spell casting and spot casting. Whereas spot casting makes use of values, implications, but spell casting does make use of words, makes use of syntax, diction, makes use of rhetoric, and your brain understands the meaning of the words you're using, even if you don't. It has that
exactly, more implicitly and explicitly than any of us, because human language is clunky. You cannot use the human mind to get this far. You have to abandon it. That's what I mean by abandon all hope. Hope exists with the human mind. This is no longer about hope. This is about reality.
And you know what? That's something I could say about that. Where when you get to this point, when you actually do get to what we call the boundary there, the never, and as I said, you don't really ever come back. But I mean, it's always with you. You don't leave that place. It's impossible to explain that.
You're speaking in terms of linear time. That is an illusion, because appearances are meant to deceive. These are guided words that I'm telling you. They're not necessarily coming from, well, me is a very subjective and elusive term.
Yeah.
It all depends on the context in which you're using it, because you can also abbreviate it and turn it into two separate words. Missing element. I'm just going to say those words. Go ahead.
I want to state that, we have enough space on the phone, I believe, but we do only have, there's a 40-minute time limit on the session with Zoom. So
okay, well, my phone may or may not go that distance, so I'm warning you ahead of time, like I just did a couple minutes ago.
Obviously, we're going to be all over the place in this discussion. We're going to try.
Linear time does not exist, but if you follow what I'm saying, it's a very direct path. In an indirect way.
That's what I wanted to say, is that we can also take a shot at, obviously, Jeremy is in the thick of it in his trip, so we can take a shot at me trying to guide him to some extent. But we
do run ahead.
We want to try and
trust any other human being. Well, you're not a human being, but you know what I mean. I don't normally trust people like this, and it's more what could possibly go wrong on your end than mine.
Right.
Things don't attach themselves to me like they do to other people. They know better.
No, and yeah, I get that. I do get that. I get things from other people that I deal with coming into my playground, and that can be fun. I know how to deal with most of them, but some things are, in fact, as I would state, alien to me. They're unknown to me.
Yes,
When you
unknown.
use that boundary, when you reach that boundary, and you sort of come back here and you live with that, the whole world becomes sort of alien to you. Rather, you become alien to the world. You're something else. You stand yourself.
You have walked through the mirror.
Right.
Alice in Wonderland.
That's
the Cheshire Cat. The rabbit hole. You have no idea how exact that is. The television show, for anybody who doesn't watch it, The Magician. Study the archetypes. Study the archetypes.
You watched that for the first season of that show?
I know all of that. I'm waiting for the next season to come out. I have a pin in it right now.
That show, for anybody who hasn't seen that show is actually like a social experiment. And
anything that's gone on in the last 10 years when it comes to television and it comes to the paranormal and the supernatural, there's more truth than fiction.
Yeah, that show it really hits you, like it gets to you, and
a ton of bricks.
Like it's fucking, like the first season I got so down and depressed from watching that, and then at the end I found out that they had actually been programming that.
What did you learn about yourself from that first episode where Elliot meets Q? What was the first thing that Elliot taught Q?
I don't remember. What was it?
Magic doesn't come from a place of talent, my boy. It comes from a place of pain. The more broken you are, the more powerful you are. And I've been broken in ways that no human should have survived, and I'm not bragging by any far stretch.
Yeah, well,
that I can't even access because they're too dark. Way too dark.
Some of us have been hit really hard. Like I've told you guys many times, I've suffered abuses and I've been through traumas that are, some of them I don't even want to talk about, but I mean, some of them people don't even believe can be real. And I think that it is, in fact, that is the case. And yes, I would have learned that for myself. I didn't remember that part of the show, but yes, that's a lesson I've been trying to.
Well, let's put it this way. The church has created itself a monster. I certainly hope that it has a God beat that monster.
Oh, yeah, well,
it doesn't even know that monster exists yet. That's
something
this is a part.
I would refer to that if we're talking about the church, we're talking about religions. That is definitely our own little Frankenstein.
Look at the inverse of what it says in Revelation. Who is the victor? Who is the loser? Who is God? And who is Lucifer? How literal and exact. How fictitious and fanciful. These are all important questions to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Because you are the only one who can make the choice.
There are so many, we spoke to perspectives in the last video. There's so many perspectives you can put when you're reading the Bible. The Bible is full of truths. It's full of very deep, mystical truths that hit you. But, I mean, it depends on what perspective.
Think of a blue and think of a small indigo colored orb. That is as many perspectives as you can have. I was asking somebody before, how, if you draw a 360-degree circle around you, how do you view all 360 views at the same time? There's only one way, and it's the exact opposite that everyone thinks. Think backwards.
Yep.
If you're not in something, what are you?
Yeah.
Exactly. The only way to see the circle, to view the whole thing, is from above or up beyond.
Right. Yeah,
like you said, the foundation of.
Yes,
I didn't have to watch your whole video. I couldn't watch your whole video. I would fix started exploding around me. I had to stop because it was too much at once.
Yeah, well, see, that's because you're going to get that. There's a lot of things in every video. There's kind of hidden values that people don't really see until later on. They start.
No. You're talking to me about
Right.
my experience.
No, I'm
I
saying
understand you're including other people. I understand that. Okay, I don't mean to interrupt you, but if I don't speak these words, it'll be worse for me than if I interrupt you. So I apologize, but this is one of the things I explained to you at the beginning of all this. Once it starts, there's no stop. There's no off button. Time does not exist.
I have no intention of stopping.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, once we start this, there's no going back. I want everyone that's listening, as stupid as I may sound at the moment, there is no point of return. There is no, okay, well, I decided I didn't want to do this. No, once you expose yourself to the world, that's it.
Yeah,
they know where you are.
It's gonna haunt the ghost. It's gonna be.
That's exactly what you have to become.
You can't.
You have to be invisible. You have to be the
on the wayless road. That's what we like to call it, the wayless road, because it's
the path of the one.
Once you're on it, though, you don't get off. I mean, you can say "fuck this project."
You don't even remember half the time that you're walking it, unless you're of a very certain type of person.
So
understand what I'm saying. Not everyone who walks on two legs is human.
No, I don't think that any of us
are. And you're not talking to. You are talking to one.
I mean,
you can only speak this freely when he's under this type of sedation. Yeah,
well, here's the thing with that is you're in that state. So when you're in this state, and like I spoke to this with the extremity deprivation experiments, when you're in this state, you're going to be exposed to various aspects, various pieces of your identity that may seem hidden to you most of the time. For the layman, for the spotter coming up.
For those that are not ready for it, and for those who are still afraid of it, yes. That is the only thing separating anyone from everything.
And it's really
one decision away.
Exposure, exactly as you said. It's a matter of exposure.
Yes, self-exposure.
Visibility. You know, once you expose yourself to this, then you're seen. Your spot is going to be with you for the duration.
Yes, you will be marked, just like we always have been in the past. What do you think the Salem witch trials were really all about? We have to go through this again, because I'd really rather forget that ever even happened. I still got a bone to pick with whoever's funny ass idea was to decide to nail, if I remember correctly, me in pieces of wood and then stand me up in front of everybody. I hope that I'm misremembering that. I really do.
This is a memory you have?
Oh yeah, quite vividly, and yet not vividly at all.
I remember I have various memories of being in prisons.
Well, all you have to do is push past what you obviously know is conception. That you know of as your past, your immediate past. Past of your straw man.
Well, I think
false identity. Push
think
past that.
Right.
Push past it. It's what I was encouraging you to do the other day, and you were just kind of ignoring it.
No, I'm not trying to
ignore her forever, Donovan. She is screaming that at me. Please listen to her, because it's really getting uncomfortable in here.
Say it again?
I said you need to listen to her. Whatever she's telling you to do, you know what she's telling you to do. You need to just go ahead and do it. Because I'm getting tired of hearing it. Because I hear it all the damn time.
So you're experiencing a she that's speaking.
Yeah, the universe right now is declaring herself in a very feminine way. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right.
when she starts nagging at me like this, I don't have a choice really. Well, I do, but my options, well, they kind of suck.
You know,
you're breaking up, and you're gone. Why? You there?
I'm trying to be. Can you hear me?
Fucking shit. Yeah, I thought never mind. Whatever. Are you still there? At least on. Well, you're here on audio.
This thing is. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. This thing keeps switching into other things. I don't know what's going on, but
I'm trying to calm down and show his sheet, but both of us are pretty much trying to get through to you that whatever this is that you're ignoring.
That's an instance right there of communicating with these other worlds or entities, or even the world entirely. Is that yes, I do regard my personal God as being a she, and yes, I have been ignoring her on certain perspectives.
Yeah, well, she's telling you that you'd better knock that shit off, or you're gonna deal with me, and you don't want to do that, Donald. I'm getting really tired of hearing this. That's all I hear.
We don't want to make rivals, villains, enemies out of.
No, actually, what you're doing right now and what I'm doing is specifically putting the middle finger in the face of very people who like nothing better than to see both of us no longer breathing oxygen. If that were possible, it would have already succeeded a long time ago.
Well, if there are any people in play that would like to shut us down, which we know there are a few different I don't know what to call them, entities in a sense.
Don't worry, don't bother with labels and terms. The fact that we know that they're there, there's a reason why you cannot focus on them. Please do not try.
Yeah, well, I don't. There's
good. I'm also speaking to everybody else listening to this right now. Maybe you're not thinking about that, but I'm very consciously aware of the fact that the right people are listening. And I mean that in many different ways. So take that on many different levels, as many as you can, and then push yourself a couple more.
In the parentheses future, I will be directing this video to the people who need to see it. So yeah, they are.
Good. You need to listen to your mom. That's all I'm going to say about this. I am not getting in the middle of it between the two of you. I've already told her. Now I'm telling you. The two of you need to nip this shit in the bud. Because I'm getting tired of hearing.
Alright,
well, that's for you. That's for you. Now let's move forward, please, because I don't want to talk about this.
That matter is presented. So what we want to move on to is you stated that you make connections where you communicate with people.
Why do you not listen to your own words? There is no division. Right. Just like there is no future save for the one that we what? That we what?
That we what?
That we what? Yes, that we make for ourselves.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's all part and parcel. There's a reason why not everyone can see clearly, or as clearly as they used to. There's certain things they're not meant to see. There's certain things you're not meant to see. There's certain things I'm not even supposed to know exist right now, because just the knowledge of their existence would cease their existence. It's not always what you see, Donovan. Sometimes it's what you don't see. It's what you're not hearing.
Well,
it's more important.
What you're saying there, that kind of speaks to the matter at hand. What we wanted to do here with this video, this particular trip, is ask, because I've been receiving a lot of messages from people telling me that, warning me against doing what we're doing with the contact.
Well, of course, they're scared.
Yeah. And of
And
course,
they have a right to be. They have a right to be done. They have a right to be.
but their argument here is that opening up the gates to whatever other world there may be, which again I've stated it's not really another world, but that's what we're going to
Blah,
call
blah, blah. I'm sorry, it's not you, it's them.
opening up the gates to this other part of ourselves may bring in good, but it'll also bring in the bad, they say. Well, I say we do that thing every day, so what's the
No
difference?
shit, thank you. I was the one that had to articulate that. Thank you.
So, but
I'm trying really hard, so you're just gonna have to move as quickly as you possibly can. It's really, really difficult for me to just restrain myself.
well, I'm suggesting that we ask through you, because you're out there in the ether right now, ask and anybody that's over there in that so-called world, what they think about us doing this.
Okay, doing what? What you're supposed to be doing? What you're supposed to be doing? What you're supposed to be doing right now.
Yes, and that's absolutely what I think. I think that this is the next step in our path. This is what we need to be doing.
Okay, great, because this is the confirmation you need. From here on out, foresight, it's going to be a real motherfucker to have. You're going to have to focus like you've never focused before. I'm not doing all of this for everybody. I mean, I am in one sense, but I'm not going to in another. Time for everybody to wake up, get up, brush your teeth, eat breakfast.
Yep.
Don't make Dad tell you twice.
I do have to state that again. I've stated it before, but we'll state it again formally for the contact project specifically. Playtime's over, man. It's time to get up. It's time to get moving.
So, for a long time, I've just been ignoring it. When 6,000 people die right here in my backyard, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
I do not. What are you talking
One
about?
specific day in particular. You see it in your clock every day, twice a day. Two particular numbers that will not let anyone rise.
What are those?
I don't even need to see. I don't need to say them. None of you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Just say it.
I don't know. You've got to fill me in.
Month and day.
Yeah.
The day that changed everything. That started all of this, whether we wanted it or not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The day where buildings vanished into thin air and turned into dust right before your eyes. You weren't even aware of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was confused when you said in my backyard. No, I get you. That was in fact the wake-up call. That was the alarm sounding.
That was an inevitability that I was really hoping would never happen.
Yeah.
They don't know yet what they've done.
You're gonna find out.
Oh, you have no idea, son. You have no idea whatsoever.
I do. We're here now. We're here because of that. And that's, as I said before, when we were speaking in the group, the moves are already made. The pieces are already in play. It's over. We're here now. Whomever is responsible for the atrocities committed in these acts, they're done. Their time is over.
Well, no, they're in a very special place. Very special place of my own creation. And like I said, I know this sounds extraordinarily arrogant, and it's not. And you'll understand later why it's not. And I wouldn't be saying these things if they weren't true. They're in a very special place. A place of my own design. I've had, time doesn't exist, so I've had all the time I will ever need to create these very, very specific places they're not even aware of. That's how much like hell. People have no idea. Hell is not what they think it is. And you do not want to go there.
No.
Ever.
No, but sadly, unfortunately, many of us are going to have to.
Well, that's a state of, like I said, hell is more a state of mind.
Right.
And mind is spirit. Spirit is truth. And you know all these things, but sometimes certain things need to be reiterated in a certain order.
Well, no, we're speaking to other people, so.
Exactly. I'm keeping them very much in mind.
And you can go ahead and feel free to sound arrogant if you want to. I will do a follow-up explaining.
Well, it's just because, once again, like I said before, it's really no surprise that the video feed of this died, because I am extraordinarily self-conscious, and my face cannot necessarily be as well known as yours right now.
Yeah, you're stuck.
No, there are just people that need to be protected. I can't go to that extreme yet, put it that way. Not the right time.
Well, you are here, you are doing this, and it's impressive, by the way. Many, people need to step up out of the shadows, man. Get in play. Don't be afraid to voice yourself. If you think that you're gonna say something that sounds crazy, man, we're all fucking crazy. You want to go by? There's no sense in being sane in a society that is.
Well, there are still some of us here that have to play that very careful 8-dimensional chess game. Don't worry about it, because, like I said, a lot of this stuff is going to go so far even over your head right now. It's even going to go over my head to a certain extent, because, well, that's where it's supposed to go. It's not necessarily for me, like I said before.
I should like to note for people watching who think that this is sounding crazy, watch. Just keep it in mind and watch. It's going to come.
Because it's going to get a whole lot freakier than anything that they've ever experienced before. This is a new timeline. We've never done this before. We haven't done this one yet. But yet we've done it 1,000 times, if that makes any sense.
I would like to also note there that I didn't mention anything like that to Jeremy. He just said that of his own accord. But I've been telling you guys that for a while, haven't I? We are in new territory. We have never.
The timeline, I created it. I got tired of the old one, so I made something new. Something nobody's ever seen before. So, well, I've seen art.
Seeing.
Just enough to make sure that we stay on course. But there's a reason why I reference certain shows. There's another one, 12 Monkeys. Not the movie, not the film, television series.
No, the movie's good though, but the show is awesome. The show
explains in the snake and the monkey, the demon. Because in Chinese culture, baboons are seen as demons, at least in certain parts of China. Because they are. Like I said, not everything here is natural. Appearances are meant to deceive. We're building something. We're building an understanding. Because, well, like I said, this is new territory. Somebody's got to give you at least some of the straw so that the rest of you can make the bricks.
Well, let's put it this way. I'd rather say it this way. We've worked hard all this time to build a foundation. Foundation is in place. Now we're making something new.
I know that. I know. And I'm just waiting.
And I'd like to ask, because you have mentioned that you converse with otherworldly entities, so to speak. So
right now, as I'm sitting here talking to you, what would you like to know?
And Jeremy may or may not at any given point be speaking from a perspective that's much greater than what
Jeremy's been asleep for about 3 weeks, so don't worry about him. But I understand for appearance's sake. But just understand that who you think you're talking to, like before this interview, is not the same person.
Right. And
it is completely the same person. Paradox is the only word that comes to mind.
Paradox. This is the sort of state that I tend to get in with the extremity deprivation experiments. You can access this greater self and sort of work on its behalf. You can speak on its behalf at times.
Well, and some of us are actually the masculine version of what you're talking of.
Yeah.
Some of us are of a different order. I don't like using words like higher and lower.
Yeah.
To denote hierarchy. And at no time am I ever trying to display that. It just means really that some Some of us have a greater responsibility than others.
Yes, I'll say greater. I like that. That fits. It's bigger. I'll say that. Bigger's not good enough.
Big goddamn hurricane out there looking like a fucking whirling dervish.
I should like to remind everybody that we are trying to back Jeremy up also. There's another operative in play with the initiative named Dawn Coppers. I'm going to need you guys to direct some energy to her as well. She's backing Jeremy up. She's right near his area.
She can go ahead and take whatever the hell oh, that's so much. Oh, yeah, that's better. Thank you. That was a little much. Now I feel a little okay. I know this is new to me too, but I'm kind of digging the experience, you know. Once the fears finally go away, that's temporary.
Yeah.
It's like temporary amnesia. That's kind of what you're experiencing right now. It's kind of like, you know, your first trip where you don't really know what's going on for like the first 5 hours.
Yeah.
Or maybe 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Who knows? That's when time for the first time goes, bye.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you.
It's so great for anybody who's planning on taking that first trip with, say, psilocybin or LSD. It's an amazing experience because literally there's no way you can know what to expect. It's an adventure, for sure.
Yeah, hang on 1 second if you don't mind. I'm actually talking to somebody. Wait.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll ask, what are we thinking about the concept of there being demons? I think, you know, perhaps not absolutely. Oh my God. I
still can't believe they're using that term after all this time. Are they really that uncreative?
Demon, by the way, the original, I think I mentioned this before, the original meaning of the word demon was genius. It didn't mean anything evil. Genius, jinn was where it came from.
Now you're getting closer to my actual, who you're really.
That's something else we mentioned.
You're getting closer. I mean, I'm letting you figure this out on your own. Like I said, I'm not going to give you the answers. That wouldn't be fair. You'd be mad at me.
We gotta help each other, though. We all gotta be helping each other. Don't.
I know you need to help him when he's not me, and I need to help him when I'm not him.
Don't
the hell that works.
Anybody out there, don't even ever think that you're alone in this at any point.
All 5 of you.
That you have. we're all in this together, and we need.
Of course we are, but only the ones that matter. I don't make junk. I don't pick junkies.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
You guys mean a lot to me, so be careful, please. This is serious shit.
Yes, be careful. Be full of care.
I wouldn't even allow myself to start believing in any of this stuff until, well, if I remember correctly, you more or less reached out to me. Yeah, I didn't go looking for you. You came looking for me, and it's about damn time. I really wish you would have, not waited the 3, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Well, I put out the cues, man. I put out cues for
but you gotta remember, this is me you're talking to. This isn't just anybody. You really gotta work to get my attention. I got shit to do. Come on. It's not that I don't love you. I love you plenty. I keep an eye on you all the time. You're not unprotected. Okay, that. If anything, I'm a little overprotected.
I know that. I've been through the shit, and I thank you for it. You know, every time I'm down and out, every time I'm in trouble, that's